What is the mind, and how do you relate to your own mind in a world full of distractions? My name is Sarah Barab, and I grew up in New York City. I became interested in meditation because it's a direct path to understanding the nature of the mind. Our film asks this question: what is the mind in its natural, naked state? As meditators, we're training our minds in the same way that athletes train their bodies. Meditation masters are like the Olympic athletes of the mind.
There has to be a certain point where there's real confidence that any practice works, because that's why it's survived.
To really stabilize the practice requires undistracted attention to the mind.
My co-producer Pax Winters and I traveled to 8 countries so far to interview incredible meditation masters and ask them about their experiences.
Everyone is getting busier, even the lamas and monks.
In this film, we confront what it means to be alive today in a globalizing world, which is so easily caught up with speed and distraction.
Right from the morning till late evening, we are running, and this is particularly true in the West.
After many years of working on this project, Paxton got inspired to experiment on himself. He wanted to see firsthand the effects of meditation, so he participated in a 2-week intensive meditation retreat where he meditated 10 hours per day.
I felt like I was just hitting into walls, the walls of my mind. I couldn't focus, I couldn't control my mind, and I just wanted out. I wanted out of my head, I wanted out of the room, I wanted that dude to gong the gong.
Paxton meets Machik, a 29-year-old meditation master who spent 40 days in dark retreat with absolutely no light, no food, and no water.
The box that I've sat in before has 2 panels on the top of it and a hole in the middle, and that hole is where my neck comes through and my head sits outside of it.
Oh my God, so for 40 days you were inside a box that was covering your whole body?
Other than yeah.
Paxton and I meet Fleet Mall, who after serving 14 years in federal prison, founded the Prison Dharma Network, which now includes over 150 organizations and over 4,000 individual members, working to bring meditation and transformation to the lives of prisoners and correctional workers throughout the US and abroad.
They suddenly get that there's this whole thing there that they thought was who they are. That's the only reality they knew. Suddenly they get to step outside of that a little bit. You just see the lights go on.
We are so close to completing filming and entering post-production. Your support will allow us to complete production, including our interviews with neuroscientists such as Richard Davidson, a leading researcher on the effects of meditation and transforming and healing the brain.
And our work has been fundamentally focused on what the brain mechanisms are that underlie these emotional qualities and how these brain mechanisms might change as a consequence of certain kinds of training. Who we are today is not necessarily who we have to end up being.
I'm an independent filmmaker, and our film cannot be made without your support. Once the film is finished, we plan to have a festival run, seek TV and theatrical distribution worldwide, and we will also use this film as a tool for outreach. We need 45,000 to reach our goal. So once the film is finished, myself and Fleet Mall are going to travel to all the prisons in the United States and possibly in Europe where he has taught meditation in the past. We're going to show the film, offer meditation instruction to prisoners on the spot. We're also going to bring the film into veterans' hospitals, to rural high schools and universities, areas where people would not hear the Dharma teachings or hear instructions on how to meditate. There are so many unique aspects of this film. Aside from having rare interviews with many of the world's leading meditation masters and neuroscientists, We're also lucky to have two world-renowned musicians, Claudio Boarquez and Hayden Chisholm, who are writing original compositions for the film. You can also help us by spreading our campaign on Facebook and Twitter and through word of mouth. Together, let's share this exploration of our raw, unconditioned, naked mind and get this film out there.